celebrate our senior scholars. In the last semester of their senior year, they have a capstone project where they collaborate with a nonprofit. And this year they collaborated with Beyond Bullets for a campaign against gun violence. And their senior capstone project also included 2 public service announcements, which they created on their own in the period of 15 weeks where it was all done.
So, where's the recording? Oh yeah. So what was the process for this project?
Well, for Beyond Bullets, we had to create a packaging design for the curriculum and basically what they take from each school to show each student. And another part of the process was creating PSAs, which are public service announcements to spread awareness about anti-violence and the solutions and other ways you can like reflect on a situation instead of just watching it in the news.
Alright, thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, so how did this whole thing get started?
So in working with the group of Parsons scholars over the past 3 years, what I found that so many scholars were being affected by gun violence in their communities. And what it made me realize is that how much of an issue it was and how much they had become accustomed to it in their daily lives to the point that it almost seemed normal to them. I thought it'd be a wonderful platform for the scholars to have an opportunity to have a dialogue with a nonprofit who has a commitment to ending gun violence, and who better than to be involved in such a project as students who are dealing with it every day in their daily lives.
So, how did this whole project come together? Like, what was the process like?
Well, it was actually a long process, even though we had a small amount of time. We decided to divide the Parsons Scholars into 2 teams, and from there we just, kind of split up and then picked directors, actors, and so on. And, we all kind of had to work together to do the editing part because it was, after all, it was a group team, so.
Yeah. Alright, so why do you think this project is important?
Well, this project is important. This project is important because we want to spread the awareness of gun violence, and gun violence has been going out. It has been throughout our history, since we were born and even back then. And we want to raise the awareness because we want to stop gun violence. We want teenagers to see reality, for them to like grow up and get a life, and stuff. We don't want them to grow in the streets and become like I'll go out there and just shoot anybody like that, and we don't want to ruin their lives. We want to improve it.
What was the experience of this project like for you? What did you gain from the experience?
Well, this was a good experience, and I gained a lot because when I first started, I was really complacent and I didn't really pay too much attention to gun violence, despite being aware of the situation and how many people die. I guess it's because I see it on the news every day, so you're just like, this is a regular day occurrence, and if nothing's been done now, why even bother with it? But by doing Beyond Bullets and really understanding and really researching, I understand that this is a problem that should always be talked about and not just looked at and then turned away.
What do you think people can do themselves about the problem?
Just being aware, talking to kids, talking to young people, because people need guidance, even though they don't want to admit it. If you talk to the young people, they may listen and they'll take that advice.
Thank you.